This is that story of greed that'll have chills running down your spine. A seemingly ordinary woman with a soft face and a gentle voice, who secretly poisoned her loved ones with cold, calculated precision. Her name is Daisy de Melker, South Africa's most notorious female serial killer and the first woman in the country to hang for her crimes. Johannesburg, 1932. A woman stands trial in front of a courtroom packed with horrified onlookers. The charge, the cold-blooded murder of her only son. But as investigators dig deeper, they uncover a horrifying pattern. Her two husbands died under suspicious circumstances too. All signs point to one culprit, Daisy. But to understand how she got here, we need to rewind. Daisy Louisa Hancorn Smith was born in South Africa. She grew up in the bustling mining town of Kimberley. Not much is known about her childhood, but those who knew her described Daisy as smart, quiet, and always watching. She focused on her education and later completed nurse training, a noble profession that would later serve as a convenient cover for her deadly ambitions. When Daisy married her first husband, William Cowell, they seemed happy, settling in Johannesburg and welcoming a son, Rhodes. Their home was filled with joy and laughter like every good home would. People even desired to be like them because of how they were there for each other. But this fairy tale turned dark when William suddenly fell ill. Symptoms were severe stomach cramps, vomiting, and unbearable pain. Within days, he was dead. So suddenly, doctors chalked it up to cerebral malaria. Daisy's secret mission was successful. She collected the life insurance payout and moved on. First husband dead, cause unknown. She walks free. 3 years later, Daisy remarried, this time to a plumber named Robert Sproat. But again, happiness was short-lived. The first few months were just as beautiful and seemed like every normal relationship. But within months, Robert began suffering from mysterious ailment. Daisy nursed him lovingly, was an excellent and supportive wife until he died in agony. The cause of the death was unknown. But once again, Daisy collected insurance money and mourned in joy. Only she knew how happy her heart was. That was not a normal thing to happen to someone. 2 husbands dead in just a short time. It looked more suspicious than just a coincidence, but no one had any proof to make follow their suspicion. Nothing could have prepared the public for what came next. It was bigger than anyone might have expected. The blow that will take suspicions from 10 to 100. It was 6 years after the second husband died. Daisy's 20-year-old son, Rhodes, died under identical circumstances. Sudden, violent illness. Mysterious convulsions. He cried out in pain, begging for help. Daisy, his mother, was his nurse and was at his bedside. He died shortly after. Are you growing suspicious too? That's how everyone felt. It was no longer gossip behind the doors. Something needed to be done. This time, family members and neighbors pushed for answers. This was the first time an autopsy was conducted on any of the deaths. It revealed a shocking truth: traces of strychnine and arsenic in Rhodes' system. What does that indicate? Police launched a full investigation. Everyone was fuming in anxiety. The investigation went even further. Exhumations of her previous husband's bodies confirmed the worst. They, too, had been poisoned. Daisy needed to answer some questions. The authorities arrested Daisy de Melker, and South Africa watched with bated breath as the case unfolded. In the courtroom, prosecutors painted a chilling portrait: a woman who methodically poisoned the men in her life for financial gain. Her training as a nurse meant she knew exactly how to administer just enough poison to mimic common diseases. Arsenic, strychnine, and even household cleaning agents were part of her arsenal. She was all over the media. The media dubbed her the Black Widow of South Africa. Her case made headlines across the globe. In a time when women were seen as caregivers, Daisy shattered every expectation. It made it harder to trust women. It painted a poor image of her. Defense was not able to pull off any strong counter-narratives. After weeks of testimony and expert witnesses, the jury found Daisy guilty specifically for the murder of her son, Rhodes. There wasn't enough concrete evidence to convict her. For the deaths of her two husbands, she was sentenced to death by hanging and was the first South African woman to be executed by murder. Her case remains one of the most notorious cases in the history of South African crime. Did you enjoy this story? Please like the video. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more of such stories.